Okay, good, all of you. See, in foreign currency revaluation, why we need to use the foreign currency revaluation and what is the exact use? Okay, and who are the persons that are involved in foreign currency? I mean, or else foreign business transactions, we can call it as. This foreign currency revaluation is to be done for preparing financial statement at a key date. Okay, and I will give you the example. Suppose you have sold different types of items to the foreign customers. Okay, when you sell these items to the foreign customers, okay, the payments are to be expected, right? The first point, and the second point is that in which currency they are making the payments. Okay, from which currency they are making the payments, to which currency you are receiving the payments. That is important. So to estimate the financial statements, we need a key date. That is why foreign currency revaluation is to be done for preparing financial statements at a key date, all of you. Okay. And documents posted in foreign currencies have to be converted to company code currency. Why? Why? Because customer is having one currency and vendor is having one currency. So to prepare the reports or to prepare the financial statements or to prepare the month-ending activities for the particular customers as well as the vendor with the help of organization. Okay, all these documents, whatever the business transaction documents that you have posted, related with raw material, related with the sales, related with its debts, okay, related with credits, whatever it may be. Okay, whatever the documents that you have posted in foreign currencies that have to be converted to company code currency for preparing the company's financial statements. Okay, and you know it very well, all of you. And financial statement things are not working in our system. So that is why it is not taking the subcategories of the item texts. Okay, so I mean, why? Because if you want to maintain the financial statement versions on in your system for your client, automatically we need to have subcategories. Without knowing the subcategories of all these items, how we can estimate this balance is I mean, this balance is related to the current assets, this balance is related to the liabilities and all. How you can estimate without segregating the items? That is the important, right? So no worries, there is no issue. But the thing is that every month, that we can call it as a month ending activity at the end of the month. Okay, so we will try to convert the different types of business transactions, okay, from their currency to our company code currency. That is very, very important. And in your company, financial statements, I mean, whatever the versions that you are maintaining, and these financial statements can include only those transactions which are posted in company code currency. Definitely, right? Why? Because if you maintain company code currency, or if you maintaining the conversions currencies to your company code, then only it is the possible way to include those business transactions for your company code. Hence, see, all the posted transactions or posting documents or posting entries which are open items. Okay, and those are posted in GL accounts with foreign currency have to be valuated in company code currency, all of you. So try to understand the point. Then we need to have the valuation. Okay, valuation means what, all of you? That is performed at a exchange rate on the valuation date. Okay, why? Because what about the valuations that you have been performing in this present SAP system, ECC and SAP for HANA? In that way, you will going to get the gain or loss, or you will going to calculate the gain or loss for the posted documents. Okay, for the posted documents of the exchange rate gain or exchange rate loss. That is the important point that we need to have in SAP system. Okay, all of you. And the way you are mapping all this information into the SAP system is very, very important. Client will give you the requirement and client will give you the document also. So when the client gives the document to you, what will happen, all of you? You will map the information into the SAP system, right? And the main important point is that you could generate number of financial statement versions. I mean, whatever the financial statement versions that you have. See, in your system, you can able to maintain number of financial statement versions. Okay, so if you want to maintain the financial statement version for the individual foreign currency evaluations, okay, you can able to maintain it. There is no issue. Okay, when client asks you one thing, automatically you will going to download the report and you will going to download the report with the Excel sheet and you will export all this data. I mean, you will import all this data. Based on that data, okay, they will estimate the financial statements. Okay, how much loss that we got, how much profit that we got. Okay, so that is the important point here that we need to discuss. And one more important point is that all of you every time you need to run the report. Okay, not the financial statement version. For the particular foreign currency evaluation, you need to run the report. Without running the report, how we can estimate the financial statement versions? That is the important point that might. Okay, so the next one is we will move to this foreign currency revaluation configurations, all of you. Uh, okay, so in this foreign currency revaluations, okay, whatever the configurations that we are maintaining, okay, for the particular vendor or customers, they will focus on the configurations, not on the concept. Okay, in interview also, they just ask you the configurations, not the concepts and all. See, foreign currency revaluation is the difficult thing when it comes to the SAP S/4HANA. Okay, we cannot maintain all these reports with the foreign currency evaluations. Okay, that is very, very important, right? So see, the important thing is that you should maintain proper configurations to get the report. And if the end user doesn't get the report, and we need to change some of the configurations in development service. You just take quality service will be there, that is testing service will be there. See, when the client buys the server or software as a system or platform as a system. Okay, see, software as a system and platform as a system and infrastructure as a system will be there, right? In platform as a system, you can able to do the customizations. Okay, so that could generate more reports, right? And at the same time, when it comes to the SaaS, they will just give you the application, and without having any customizations, you will use the applications. Like you can just take out the Tally software. Okay, so they don't have any updates. So when they have the updates and they need to buy the new Tally versions. Okay, Okay, that we can call it as a software as a system. But when it comes to the SAP systems, Oracle systems, and QuickBooks or Microsoft things and all, okay, so we do have updation, we do have customizations. Okay, we can able to do the customizations that we can call it as a platform as a service. In interview, I think so. Yesterday, one of the person has sent me the interview question that, so what is your software that you are using? I mean, what is your platform that you are using? Okay, so is it a software as a service? Is it a platform as a service? Is it infrastructure as a service? Okay, so see, in your interview point of view, they will just ask you different types of questions, whether you have basic knowledge or not. Okay, so see, configuration knowledge is different and basic knowledge is different. If we don't know the basic knowledge, like what is your organizational structure, and what is your client structure, and what is your platforms, okay, what is your software that you are using, okay, so on which platform you are using the softwares and all, they will just ask you these questions. Okay, though you are perfect in very, I mean, you are perfect in this much of subject, but you need to know the general topics, right? So without knowing the general topics, how you can able to give the answers? That is the main point here, all of you. Please try to learn the things so that are not happening in SAP software. Okay, so I mean, when it comes to the interview point of view, I will tell you organizational structure of your company and also organizational structure of your client. That is very, very important. Okay, so let's move to this foreign currency devaluation configurations, and we will going to start with this exchange rate types using transaction code uh, OB07. Go to the transaction code OB07. See, all of you, the first and foremost important thing is that, what do you mean by exchange rate? You can just see the heading, change view currency translation exchange rate types. Okay, so these exchange rates are used to define a relationship between two currencies. Just observe the point, simple point. These exchange rates are used to define a relationship between two currencies. Okay, and also to maintain exchange rates that are used to translate an amount into another currency. Okay, see, we also maintain exchange rates, okay, that are used to translate an amount into another currency, right? Suppose you have posted different types of documents with the USD. How we can able to get all these things in our company code currency based on the exchange rates. Okay, so now you can just go to the new entries. See, in the exchange rate, we can able to have a different types of rates. Okay, that is buying rate, selling rate, and moving average rate, like this. Okay, uh, can you give any exchange rate? What is the exchange rate? RAN1 or RAJ1? RAJ1. Hmm. Remove N1, just give RAJ1. RAJ1. So what is the use for this thing? Okay, so you can just write down exchange rate, exchange rate, or no, remove this thing. Foreign currency buying rate. You can just give it foreign currency buying rate. Okay, so So this is the thing, all of you. So if you have any references, currencies and all, you can just give it. So if it is related to the inventory, if it is related to the exchange, if it is related to the fixed things and all, we can able to give it. But the thing is that we need to assign all these things. So that is why the main important thing is that I am not going to give any references currencies. Why? Because we know it very well. Okay, so we will take the direct currencies. So first, when you take the direct currencies, no need to take out the references currencies. Okay, so buying rate at what? Okay, we will going to give the buying rates in. Okay, we just maintain exchange rate things in this OB07 transaction code. Okay, so take out the exchange rate, take out the second exchange rate, that is RAJ2. Take out the exchange rate, that is RAJ2, that is foreign currency selling rate, that is foreign currency selling rate. The next one, RAJ3, that is completely related to the foreign currency, that is completely related to the foreign currency moving average rate. We can call it as M average rate or else moving average rate. Okay. No issue. Click on the enter, go to the save button and save it. Save button and save it. No need to maintain any own requests and all. Okay, just continue this thing. Why? Because you have already maintained, I mean, you have already maintained some of the requests, right? And you have seen how we can able to transport the customized requests. Okay, so you can save it all these things at any customization request. There is no issue. Okay, come back and go to the next configuration. Okay, so maintain translation ratios. Okay, so the important thing is that you have maintained exchange rate type. Okay, and the next one is based on this exchange rate type. Okay, so we should maintain the translation ratios. Okay, why we maintain the translation ratios, all of you? Why? Because the currency translation ratio, okay, we are maintaining currencies in translation ratios, right? The currency translation ratios identify the relationship between two currencies, USD INR, GBP INR, or UK currency INR, anything. Okay, pounds to INR, that is very, very important. And it is, first of all, in my point of view, it is not at all advisable to change the translation ratios. Okay, see, you should use the predefined ratios that are existed in SAP system. If that existed ratios that are not there in the SAP system, okay, then we will going to use the recommended ratios. You got my point? 1:1 ratios. So that is the important thing. Okay, if the dollar is particularly related to the suppose dollar rate is 160 rupees, that is double of this previous rate. So then we will just give the ratio, that is 2:1. If that is triple of this ratio, I mean triple of this currencies and all, we will just give the 3:1. You got my point? So we will going to maintain the translation ratios for the particular types of currencies. Okay, to identify the relationship. How? Now you can just go to the transaction code OBBS. Maintain the translation ratios. Yes. Okay, see all of you, standard ratio will be 1:1 only. If you want to have any new client requirements and all, we can able to maintain the ratios. Okay, so $1 is equal to 1 into dollars. Okay, 1 into 1, I mean 1 USD is equal to 1 USD into INR currencies. Automatically it will going to convert the currencies, right? So can you go to the new entries? Uh, Give your exchange rate RAJ1. Okay, from which currencies? USD to INR. USD to INR. What is the validity date? So can you just give 01.07.2023?